TPR. This is the number one thing that applicants need to work on when they apply for an online ESL job. So today that's what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to tell you how to use TPR, what TPR is, and why we use it. But first, I want to welcome you to my channel. My name is Yvonne. I'm Hey Miss K on Instagram and on Facebook. I also have this YouTube channel that is all about getting back to the basics of good online ESL teaching, just a minute, as well as getting new interested teachers through the hiring process. Hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that you get notified every time I put up a new video, and I like to upload a video once a week. I also encourage you to watch until the end, because at the end of this video, I'm actually going to be giving you ideas for different TPR words, like putting a movement to a word. So if you want to learn more about that, make sure you watch a whole video. But it is also super important that you learn why we're using TPR to teach English online. Okay, so first of all, what is TPR? Well, it stands for Total Physical Response. And there are two kinds of TPR, and I'm going to get into that a little later, but it's instructional and educational TPR. Those are the two different types that we use when we are teaching online. So why do we use TPR? Why do we keep hearing people talking about TPR? Well, it's because it's that important. It's really important because children learn their native tongue in 3 steps. The first is watching, then they imitate, and then they use language. So when a baby is growing up and learning and watching, well, they watch their parents. They don't say anything yet. Eventually, they start imitating, and then they start using words. So we need to keep that in mind as ESL or any second language learner teacher, because that's how we want to teach our students. We want to first show them, model for them, then get them to imitate it, and eventually use the language on their own. Now, I'm going to also put you in their shoes for a quick second. I speak Swiss German, so I'm going to give you an example if you were not to use TPR in your lessons, in your classroom. So here it goes. Wie heißt du? Wie heißt du? Okay, did you get anything from that? Do you know how many words I used? Do you know, was it a question or an instruction? Did you figure out what I was talking about? Probably not. So let me try it again, but using TPR. Wie heißt du? Wie heißt du? Okay, now this time, how many words do you think I used? 3, right? And what was I talking about? Your name. I was pointing to a name. I was using this for name, because usually we have name tags. I was also showing you that it was a question. What is your name? So you see, you get so much more out of a lesson if your teacher is using TPR, and you do not need to have any base in that language to understand at least what's going on, if it's an instruction or a question. So that was just a quick little example for you, and I hope it really helped you realize how important it really is. So by using TPR when you are teaching, you are hitting 3 types of learners. So you're hitting the visual, kinesthetic, and audio learners. By using TPR, if you say ball or ball, you are helping students that learn by seeing, ball. You're helping students learn by using their body, ball, those that learn with their body. And then you're also helping those who learn by audio, the ones that really they can just hear it and remember it. Well, they hear ball and see ball, and then if they participate and do ball, they will learn it even better. So that is super important that you are hitting those 3 types of learners every time. So you don't even need to know necessarily if that is the kind of student that you have. Right away, you're already offering this kind of learning to anyone that is on the other side of the screen. Okay, so let's get into the 2 types of TPR. The first one is instructional. Instructional TPR is when you are teaching the student something and you want to either give a command, ask a question. So this is more from on your end. So if you are to say, what is your name? You're going to use TPR for that. What is your name? So I'm using TPR so that the student understands the question. You can also use TPR when you are giving instructions. So circle the cat. I'm showing you what you need to do and what I'm asking about. You can also tell students to repeat. So if you are showing, you're pointing to your to your mouth and you're saying, my name is Dora. And now you're cupping your ear. This is TPR showing I am listening. So please repeat. Okay, so super helpful for students to know what is going on. Is my teacher asking a question? Is she giving me instructions? Those are the kinds of TPR that you are going to be using when you are teaching. Now the other type of TPR is educational. Now this one is just as important because this is the one where you want the student to engage and to mimic, participate in the lesson. So if you are teaching cat, I see a cat, you want the student to do cat with you so that the next time you use it, maybe you don't even say the word. You say, I see a, and they remember, oh yes, cat. So now you're getting more output from the student without having the student repeat after you every single time. And those kinesthetic learners will really remember that word because they're like, oh yes, there's an action to that word. So you have cat, you have elephant, you have, let me think of other ones, read, or this could also be book, right? So anything that has a name, really, or even an action, verbs, throw, run, walk. All of these are different ways of showing the student what you want them to know and understand. And if you can get the student to do it with you, you are golden. Now you might think, oh my gosh, Yvonne, I don't know all the different ways to use TPR when I'm teaching, and that's okay. You're going to use your own TPR. You're going to be learning from other teachers. You can definitely Google TPR and learn some ways to show certain words, but the important thing is that you stay consistent, because I could show walk like this, I walk to school, or I can show walk like this. But I want you to stay consistent in the way that you show walk so that you're not confusing the students every time you see them again. And last time it was walk, and now this time it's walk. Maybe this means jog for them. They don't know, they're not sure. So stay consistent with your TPR. The second thing is to also speak slowly. Don't speak too quickly. If you're saying, what is your name? Or what is your name? It's too fast. So make sure that you show them every single word has an action, or at least maybe not every single word, but most of them. So what is, see, no action, your name. So you're showing that there are many words in this sentence. If you just say, what is your name? What is your name might be one word to them because they're new at this, so they don't really know. And then the other thing is you can use props. They will help you with your TPR. So if you're showing throw, eventually grab a ball and throw. You throw the ball. So props help you with your TPR. Okay, we have reached the end of my video of explaining to you what it is, why we use it, how we use it. So now I'm just going to give you about, I don't know how long this is going to take, a minute or two of just different TPR that you can use in your classroom. So let's start with numbers. Very, very easy. You just hold up your fingers. Now in China, they do use different signs for numbers. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the same. But this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, and this is 10. So that's up to you if you want to learn it. But if ever you see your student doing this when they say 6, that's what it is. But you can easily do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not good at doing 8, 9, 10. Okay, shapes. You can do a square, a rectangle, triangle, circle. You get the point. Next one, let me just check my notes. Weather. So you can have sunny, rainy, snowy, windy, and so on. For feelings, happy, sad, angry, scared, worried. Again, feelings are pretty easy because you just use your face. And then I have animals. So cat, dog, woof woof, elephant, fish, monkey, and now just some other random ones. So eat or drink. What? Where? Which? When? Yes. No. Like, or it could also be like. And then there are the three ways when we talk about watch, see, and look. They're slightly different. So be careful with your TPR. Again, I mean that by be consistent. So look, I usually say look like this. I'm actively looking. But see, I just point with my fingers. I see a cat. I see. And then watch, I often say I watch. So like I watch TV would be one of them. So those are different ways of showing look and see, especially watch I feel like use less often, but that's another way to do it. Okay, and I think that's it. I just wanted to give you an example. You can Google more, you will most likely just make your own. Or if you're on Instagram or you YouTube other videos, you will find more. If you work for VIPKid, they actually have more TPR examples in the library, so you can go and check that out. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I encourage you to go watch my top 5 props video because I like to keep my teaching simple, but I do use certain props, and I think these props make my teaching better without feeling overwhelmed with I need a prop for every single word. You can have several props that are used in many different ways. So go check that out, and thank you so much for watching. Please click like, it really helps me and supports me, and leave me a comment. Let me know if this has helped you, if you have more questions, and thank you again for watching. Bye.